thing is if you have a crawl space, now like I said, for a piece of candy here, what are the two types of construction that we mostly have?
Slab and crawl space.
Oh, wow. Teacher's pet. But you're right. Now in crawl space, the big problem is, one of the big problems is moisture in the crawl space. Like we're on a crawl space here, and the ground has moisture. If the gutters weren't diverted away or the ground wasn't sloped properly, you're going to get a lot of moisture up under this house. And if the vents aren't open or it's not ventilated, what happens is moisture tries to evaporate. If the vents are all closed, and what I mean by that is those crawl vents that you see around, where's the moisture going to go? It's going to go into the wood. And this is an older home because you can see it's not insulated. It'll actually start to rot that wood from the bottom up. I've gone in some where I can stick a screwdriver in every joist. And that didn't happen overnight. That took years. Now, if this home had insulation, another telltale sign would be that insulation would be drooping all over the place because that moisture has actually got up in the insulation and made it heavy. Now, this will not happen if it's well ventilated or if it's a sealed crawl space. That's a whole nother presentation. But just get a home inspection and make sure you don't have high moisture in your crawl space. The golden number is 20%. There's going to be a test on that later. So 20%, you got to have it below 20%. If it's above 20%, that's where rot, fungus can start growing. It's also conducive for termites. So you got to have it below 20%. Average crawl space, somewhere between 12 and 16%. If you have one that's sealed off, it's probably going to be about 8. Now you do want some moisture. If it completely dried out, it would shrink so much that your hardwoods and stuff would shrink up a little bit. We talked, I could get into that vented and closed crawl space. I'm telling you, that's a whole other presentation. Very interesting, but I know you guys.